Tonight we have this very lovely patient here that we're going to be doing some rejuvenation by adding some structure to the back of the cheek area, a little bit more to the front of the cheeks. I think after last treatment she just needs a little bit more to bring that up. And then we're going to come down around the mouth area here, add some volume here, and give her a really soft lip to finish off. One final area that we'll do here is called the temple area. Just as the aging process happens, you get a little bit hollow here. We just fill that in and adds a slight convexity to connect the forehead down into the cheek area. Right, so when we're doing dermal fillers like Juvederm Voluma, which I'm using, sometimes we use a cannula, which is like, it looks like a needle, but it has a rounded end on it. And we can introduce it into the skin and work really slowly and precisely with it to make sure that we're not hitting any vessels and be very safe with this. So I explain what the cannula is, and so just from one small little spot here, we're able to work all the way over into this area here with just one little poke, and just add that volume in the front of the cheek where it's needed to create that really nice junction between the eyelid down into the cheek and lip area. What we just did, we used one full syringe and we added a small amount again just to finesse the front part of the cheek that we call the anterior cheek, and then we added the rest of the syringe into the back, into this area here. And what that does is help add some traction here to start softening the jowls down here, soften the smile lines that come down from the nose, and obviously the front of the cheek just gets elevated. Okay, so after we've added some structure up into the cheek area, we're going to come down and start restoring this area underneath the lips and around the chin, which is really going to be softening these things we call the marionette lines in here and some of the jowling that we're seeing down here. So we add structure and some foundation to this area here to stretch this area at a slight projection to the chin and roll the chin down just to soften underneath the lip and reduce some of that shadowing. So there's a lot of patients who come in and are worried about their chin because as time has gone on, their chin starts to push up and their mental crease starts to get more defined. And so a way that we reduce that is adding some filler above it into this area and into it, and it starts to roll the chin down a little bit and just soften the muscular action of the chin. Where we've gone so far, we've done the cheeks as I've mentioned and explained, and now I've come down and I've added some product down into the top part of the chin and then reflected down into the point of the chin, which just slowly elongates it and adds a very elegant, delicate chin. Instead of it squaring off, it has just a subtle point. Next steps is try to camouflage some of the jowling that we see down in this area by working from this point in and connecting the chin. So now we've added that structure down around the chin area and the front of the jowl area here. You can see that it's really contouring the jaw area into a nice point of the chin, softening the jowl area here and softening it on this side as well. Have nice symmetry and a nice elongated chin. Next area we're going to be working on are the lips, and I think that's probably one of our favorite and most popular injections that we do at the clinic. So I know this particular patient doesn't want a big full lip and she wants it to be very natural and just reduce some of the lines that are coming down here, really add just more plumpness and more hydrated look to her lip. So things that I'm going to be focusing on when we're injecting is adding just a little bit more volume to the upper lip just to match proportions to her full lower lip. The total volume that's going to be needed to actually augment a lip like this is probably going to be 2 syringes for her to be at a happy point, and sometimes even 3 syringes. Tonight we're just going to do 1 because this is the first time that she's ever having her lips done. So already you can see we've started to augment just the top right lip, and you can see that it's already starting to show a little bit more compared to the top left lip, just with a very small amount of product. Finished doing this lovely patient's lips, and you can see it's a very natural soft lip. She has a little extra swelling right now, maybe about 25%, and I just do, after the procedure, we just do a gentle massage between 2 fingers, feeling both sides to make sure that everything is nice and smooth, that there's no lumps or bumps. And this is what we get our patients to do from day 2 to day 14. And another area that we like to do is to fill in some hollows and some shadowing, and it adds a little bit of lift to the eyelid and eyebrow area. It's called the temple area here. So we'll go in here, we'll add filler to add a little convexity here to connect her very nice cheekbones into the brow area here.